Now, for all of you who are wondering what I just did there, this was what I thought grinning looked like when I was 3 years old. And of course there has to be a reason why I showed you that. It's the same reason as it always is why I do stupid things. It's to introduce a new topic, which is for this week, childhood stories! Okay, so I brought 3 pictures of me when I was little, so that you can imagine me a bit better as a toddler. So here we go. This is me when I was little. I hope you can see this. The light is a bit bad, I think. You know, the usual bit chubby, blonde locks, kinda cute. It's really a bit boring, I think. But I like my smile. It's like can't believe I just did that in front of a camera. So, on to the next one. This is also me. I hope you all noticed the missing sock. I really like that. I think it's looks kind of dangerous, doesn't it? I think it looks kind of adventurous. And I actually was a bit dangerous. I used to bite a lot of people. I still do that occasionally. Some people just deserve it. This was also me. I actually am fond of it. I think it portrays me fairly well. I just have to take care that it doesn't get in the wrong hands, you know. But I really like it, I have to say. I think it just shows what kind of person I am, even if that's kind of sad. But still, yeah. Well, now you know what I look like, so now I gotta tell you what I was like. When my brother was born, my dad and I went to visit him and my mum in the hospital. I was 3 years old, and the hospital was led by nuns. The human kind, not the feline one. And they also had a little shop. And so of course, you know, all the nuns were walking around in their whole attire and everything, and my dad, being my dad, said to me, "Look, Denise, that are ninjas!" And me being me, I actually believed that. So when we were in the room where my mum and my brother were, I was running around, you know, being a 3-year-old, not being able to sit still, and I was standing in front of the door when a nun entered. And I was so scared of them because I believed they were ninjas, and I just froze in place, stood there, looked at her, and screamed, "Ninja!" And my father was really embarrassed about that because he had to explain it. And the nuns weren't really amused about that. They were not amused. Yeah, that's my dad. It's actually his fault. I also didn't really have a concept of personal space. When I was 1 year old, I just started walking and, you know, I could say a few words. We were on vacation on the Canaries, and there was this little pub my mum and my dad used to go every evening, and they had a little stage for a band that never played, so it was always empty, which was a great occasion for me to go there and show off my dance moves. And the first night I actually was up there alone, dancing in front of the whole pub. Yeah, I am that kind of girl. Until one day another girl came up on the stage, and I was dancing on this side and she was dancing over there, and everything was okay until she gradually started moving toward the center of the stage, which I didn't really like. So I went up to her like this, really. I went up face to face, I pressed my forehead against hers, and I went like, "No." And then she started crying. So if you are watching this video, I am sorry. I really didn't mean to be mean, but it was my stage. So, leave it to me. This, something like this happened another time. We were at a park, at a playground, and I was playing there. And there was a little boy and he had ice cream. And I really wanted this ice cream. So I went up to him, again like this. I said to him, "Ice cream!" And then I licked it. And then he started crying. And I actually feel like I was a bully. God, I was such a bad child. Yeah, and when I was little, I was so cool. I had a motorcycle with training wheels. And it needed fuel and everything, and you could drive with it. I mean, it was really slow, but still, it looked like a real American chopper, you know, and I had this leather jacket and this bandana tied around my head, and I had this blonde locks, and I was driving around town with my little motorcycle with training wheels. Well, I drove up the street to my grandma, but still. I was also, and then one day, it was very sunny and we went to my gran, and I was driving on a motorcycle, you know, the whole attire, leather jacket, bandana, sunglasses. And when we reached the top of the street, there was this neighbor of ours who has a real chopper, like a real big, huge motorcycle. And he was, you know, like tuning it a bit and cleaning it. And I drove past him. I just looked at him on my little motorcycle and was like, "Marmalade jaw." Which was my idea of a good insult for a motorcycle. I don't know how I could think of that. But still, yeah, marmalade jaw. So yeah, these were a few of my childhood memories and stories. I hope you enjoyed them. We will see each other next Monday. I hope all of you have a good week. Stay lovely. Don't forget to be awesome. Goodbye.